come up and speak with you for just a few minutes about how he has perceived God to be at work in his life, how he has opened his heart to God's rule, and how he has felt called to respond as a member of God's kingdom here on earth.
Thank you, Reverend Karish. Notice how she said just a few minutes, so apparently she heard the rumors, so we'll try to keep it as brief as we can. But before we get started, though, I did want to recognize the fact that we do have New Bethlehem Borough's President, Lisa Carley, here, as well as our State Representative, Donna Oberlander. So if you could please give them a round of applause. We appreciate you being here. Hopefully the mic is loud enough, right? All right, so I'm humbled to have the opportunity to share with everyone how God has been working in my life. In mid-2020, probably at about the height of the pandemic, I personally witnessed how many local churches were closing their doors. Serving in my position as mayor of New Bethlehem, the devastation that had affected businesses, schools, and churches eventually came across my desk as I was tasked with officially declaring a community emergency. I was worried, I was scared. I watched family, friends, and neighbors experience the mass devastation, the pain, the suffering that I'm sure everyone in this room has been affected by in one way or another. My faith was put to the test as I often prayed for God's hand to save his people. The pandemic significantly increased the demand for live streaming worship services and online ministry. In fact, technology became mission critical for many businesses and churches. In some cases, technology was the only thing that kept people employed, establishments alive, and food on the table for many families. Aside from serving as mayor of New Bethlehem, I'm also blessed to own and operate my own technology and internet marketing firm. Working with technology is one of my God-given talents and passions. While working with my team to keep our local businesses and churches alive, God spoke to my heart and called me into ministry. I was blessed to have been raised in the church as a pastor's son, along with a family lineage of ministers, elders, and leaders within God's church. I am humbled to be completing a PhD equivalent Doctor of Business Administration program this December, while entering into a graduate seminary program in the spring of 2022. Upon graduating from seminary, God has called me to become an ordained pastor and to continue working with St. Mary's Redbank Church, as well as other local churches, to revitalize their ministries. I'm praying for God to use my talents and skills to construct a theology of networks, encourage spiritual formation, and foster Christian community through technology. To God be the glory for the ways he is working in our lives and through our hearts. We have much to be thankful for this Thanksgiving season. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, Gordon. You know, it's so important when we feel God tugging on our hearts, not only that we respond to that call, but that we also be bold enough to share with others our experience, because that is what is an encouragement to others who are going through those darker seasons, to encourages them to keep watching and waiting for God to show up in their lives. So thank you, Gordon. Very important what you've just shared with us.
Thank you.